All right, let's see what we got here. Right. I think we're golden. I think we're golden. Let me see if I can find it up here. Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. There we go. There we go. Awesome. It's Jason, what's going on? How's it going? Army Bourbon, what's going on? Let me scroll down to make sure I can see everybody. There we go. D, Miguel, B. August, what's going on? What is going on? Hopefully you can hear me. If you can hear me, give me the thumbs up. What's going on, Tony? What's going on? This LP 8436. What you sipping on this Friday night? Hey, I think I am going to open up a bottle that I haven't tried before. So it's going to be a new one for me. And I just picked this bottle up on my last bourbon hunt. And I'm excited about it because I always wanted to try it. And I have a bottle up here, but I didn't want to open it because I wanted a backup. But now I have a backup. So good deal. Okay, so everybody can hear me. Good deal. Awesome. So we're just gonna wait a hot second so we can get some people in here, and we'll get this thing started for tonight. Hopefully, everyone has had a great week. I know my week was long because I worked, and I got to work in the morning, but I had a long week. So everyone, I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Let me see this. Meacham 3373. What's going on? Jay, cheers. What's going on? So, hey, do me a favor. People coming in, hit that thumbs up button. Like and subscribe if you haven't. I'm on my way. Hopefully, and we get. Hopefully, I can get 11,000 subscribers very, very soon. I hit the 10,000 mark earlier this month, and I'm excited about that. And it's all because of you. So I really do appreciate you. So, okay, before we get started, I'm seeing everybody is saying what they're drinking tonight. And Army Bourbon, I still have to come up your way because you have some bottles down in your area that I really, really want to try. Yes, I cracked that 10,000 George T. Stagg that night. I hit 10,000, I think, that morning. And that night, I opened up that George T. Stagg. And let me tell you, um, it was great. It was exactly what I wanted that bottle to be. And matter of fact, it was better than I wanted that bottle to be because my favorite bottle is the A. Smith Bowman. So I put it side by side. I put the George T. Stagg up against the A. Smith Bowman. Now I'm going to revisit that contest. I'm going to revisit that because the George T. Stagg at that time did taste better, or I enjoyed that pour better than the A. Smith Bowman, and I really couldn't believe it because if you've been following my channel, you know what I think about that A. Smith. But the George T. Stagg, it out topped it. But I'm going to revisit that, and I'm going to do that tasting again just to make sure that I'm on the right track. High Tide, what's going on? High Tide, Redwood Empire, Haystack. Okay, good deal. Awesome, 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 awesome. So yeah, I haven't actually had anything today because I was waiting on this live stream um, to do my first tasting. So I'm really excited because I really did want to drink. Got off work this morning, did some paperwork, and I just couldn't wait to do this live stream in Chattanooga today. Okay, 1924, 10 year. Oh man, yeah. You really can't, that 1924, you can't beat that. Matter of fact, if you can see over here to my right hand side, I have two bottles and I have an open bottle down there somewhere. So that 1924 is one of my favorite, if not my favorite Old Forester selection. Pretty good. I love the Ace Bowman. I'm lucky enough to have batches one, three, and four. I wish I can get those batches. I rarely see A. Smith Bowman anywhere down here, and when I do see it, it's above secondary prices. And I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, blue skies in Tennessee. I tell you, um, fingers crossed. And I know it's not gonna happen, but hopefully the weather stays this way. Hopefully we get a early spring, but I doubt it. I doubt it. But fingers crossed. You never know what's gonna happen. B, I know you said that. I think a couple live streams ago. I'm excited to see Jack Daniel's 14 coming through Tennessee. Hot Tod, I did not pick up the 1792 foolproof, and I'm gonna tell you why in a minute. Shadow Storms, thank you. Having a new real sherry finish, okay, good deal. I remember you saying that Shadow Storm that I should get that. I should pick that up. Whiskey Wisdom, what's going on? Hey, Whiskey Wisdom, I appreciate you commenting on the video. I appreciate you stopping by. John, did you get a bottle of Jackson purchase yet? Did you get a bottle of Jackson's purchase yet? John, can you sort of break that down for me? Angie, baby, what's going on? What's going on? Thank you for stopping by. Aaron, what's going on, Aaron? What's my pour for the night? Um, We about to get into that. Life from the Patio. What's going on? Life from the Patio has a YouTube channel. They're just down the street from me. So if you haven't subscribed to from the Patio, please do that now. Have a great content. Great content. I watch them all the time. Jack, what's going on? Henry Hickey. Cheers, sir. Cheers. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We have 38 people on here. So I'm going to tell you what I'm going to open up today because I'm excited about it. If you watched my last video, you saw that I picked up a Blanton's at my favorite liquor store here in Jackson, Tennessee, and that is C&C Liquor Store. Not only is a Blanton's, it's a Blanton's Gold, and not only is a Blanton's Gold, but it's a Blanton's Gold store pick. And I don't know if you see that many store picks in your area, but they did have it here, and I was surprised because they had a couple of cases just sitting on the floor. And that surprised me because the last few times I've seen Blanton's Gold, it was on the top shelf somewhere or behind a glass cabinet. And it was secondary prices. But this one right here, I think I got it at a decent price. And I never seen a store pick. So I'm excited to actually open this one up today and just to give it a try. So, what people think about Blanton's Gold? Yeah, B August. I've seen that one maybe once, maybe twice, but they wanted over secondary prices for that one. Eventually, I'm going to get the straight from the barrel, but I got to get it in my price range. So I'm excited to actually try this one. Really am. So let's open this thing up and let's give it a try. Let me see how to open this thing. Oh, okay, I see. So hopefully it tastes way better than the regular Blanton's because I'm not saying it's a bad pour, but it's not what I expected. But let's pop this one open. I should have opened it up and let it breathe. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to open it up really quickly and pour it in the Glencairn just to let it breathe. Man, that cork pop was crazy. It wasn't good at all. Matter of fact, I don't think I even heard it. So let's put it in this Glencairn and let it breathe for a hot second. Dark cherry tobacco notes. Okay. Christian Tango, what's going on? Grab your Jack Daniels 12 and the sample of the Jack Daniels 14 to compare tonight after the Blanton. You know, I did that, and I tell you that Jack Daniels 14 was good. The Jack Daniels 12 is great though. Well, well, the Jack Daniels 14 is better in my opinion than the 12. We did that taste about a few weeks ago. We did the Jack Daniels 10, 12, and 14. Yeah. But yeah, this Blanton's Go, I'm excited because this is my first time ever trying it. And it's right there at 102 proof. So I wonder if it's going to drink like 102 proof. And I really want to know what it has on the nose and the palate. I mean, it's not, well, I guess it's coating the glass pretty nicely. Yeah, it is. It is. Let's give it a couple more seconds. Yeah, it is B. It is 103 because it says I think 101 and a half. Yeah, 51 and a half. So yeah, 51 and a half. So it's 103. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Angie Babies. Yeah, hit that like and subscribe button because we are going to try the first time here at a little old fashioned Blanton's Gold store pick. Henderson 329 found a Penelope 18-year-old light whiskey today. All right. I'm looking for that one because a lot of people have told me about the light whiskey from Penelope, and I did not know it was 140 proof, man. And it does not drink as 140 proof. So I'm definitely going to have to add that to my list. Definitely. Man, again, this is my first pour of the day. And I'm going to have to say, the nose on the Blanton's Gold is not bad. It does give you a spice honey, a tobacco, a leather spice honey. And I'm not going to say it doesn't smell like it's going to drink right there at 103 proof, but 103 proof is not that high in alcohol content. So I'm not expecting to get that the alcohol smell from this. But it does have a sweet nose. Man. So I'm excited about it. I really am. Will I be having a stand at Spillway or just? I'm going to have a stand at a Spillway. I'm glad you said that. I just got talking to Brandon from Poor Decision Pairing, and he is farther down that way, and he got a lot of information that he passed to me today. So I'm definitely going to have me a tent, and we're going to have a booth, and we're going to give away some stuff. We're gonna sell some stuff. We're just gonna have a great old time. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna have a place that I'm gonna have all my stuff there. And so if it's Spillway, come on by. You have a Blanton's Gold coming from ABC Tuesday, okay? Light whiskey is not so light. It's packs of 140 is a good proof. Yeah, for sure. Did you crack your George T? Yeah, 50 BMG. I did. I did. I cracked my George T Stag as soon as I hit 10,000 subscribers. And let me tell you, you probably gonna hear me say this more than once tonight because this is my second time actually saying it right now. That George T Stag is great. It's great. It's worth the hype. Matter of fact, that is now my number one bottle here at a little old fashioned. It outweighed the A. Smith Bowman. Not by much, but it did. But let's put this to the palate and let's see what it's all about. Cheers. Okay, a good sipping whiskey. Um, it's not. I don't know if my body and my palate is so used to the higher proof bourbons and whiskeys that when I drink something right there at 100 proof, it doesn't really drink at 100 proof. And this is not drinking at 100 proof. It's drinking probably 90. It's not a bad pour, but I like my bourbons, my whiskeys with a punch if I'm going to drink it neat. Now, on the palate, you do get some tobacco. You do get some it's sweet, so you get some honey, tobacco, spices on the palate. But in my opinion, let me get one more sip before I make this statement. Yeah, it's very on the it's on the sweeter side for sure. But in my opinion, the finish, it starts very strong and it ends very fast. Hopefully you know what I'm talking about. It's not a bad pour, but you have to get this Blanton's Gold at a reasonable price. Now, the question is, what is a reasonable price? I looked the bottle up online and I found this bottle like from the $300 area all the way down to the 100 and I think $40 area. So the price fluctuates. Now, what in your opinion is a good price for Blanton's Gold? Put it in the comments below. What do you think is a good price for the Blantons Gold? 150. 150 MSRP. So if 150 MSRP, um, I'm thinking if it's MSRP, what would you walk out of the store feeling comfortable with? So we have some Jack says 170. Again, it's not a bad pour. I would definitely have this on my shelf. I would definitely recommend a Blanton's Gold to people if you can find it at a great price because it's not a bad pour and it's one of those bottles that you can talk about. It's one of those bottles is conversation piece. B says you're not paying more than MSRP. I got you. Angie, thank you. Yeah, it's nothing really special about it. It really is nothing special about it. But again, it's not a bad pour. I was expecting a little bit more punch for it with it, but it's not. It's one of those smooth. I say smooth. It's one of those bottles that it's good on the palate. It's one of those intro bottles. It's one of those bottles that you take to a bottle share just because a person hasn't tasted Blanton's Gold. So bringing that to a bottle share, um, I'm not gonna say you'll be the man, but you be impressive, and uh, people won't get too drunk off of it because it's not a high proof and it's a sipper. So I think that's a pretty decent bottle. So I'm glad I got it. I'm glad I picked it up. Publix pick in Louisville. Louisville is 150 a month ago. Okay, good deal. 150. It seems like that's probably the rate right there. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Kevin, Wild Turkey 101, ate pretty solid. Wild Turkey 101, if you're talking about the Wild Turkey 101, the regular Wild Turkey, that's a pretty solid bottle. Hey, make that old fashioned with that Penelope Burrow strength. Yeah, make that old fashioned. I actually made an old fashioned earlier today. It wasn't for me, and I love making old fashions. What kind of bitters do you put in your old fashioned? That's the question. That is the question. A lot of people have tried, I think, the chocolate bitters and the walnut bitters. Haven't tried those yet, but eventually I will. I'm sort of a creature of habit. Kevin, they have the 8 year in there. Okay, I got you. Okay, I got you. I got you. I got you. I have it up there. I got you. I just read it wrong. I got you. That 8 year Wild Turkey is a great bottle. It's a great bottle. I see that bottle more and more and more on the shelf, so I'm assuming it's now a Sheffer. But before, it was, I'm not gonna say it was allocated, but they were selling that bottle at allocated prices. But now you can find that bottle pretty much anywhere. Love orange bitters in my old fashioned. Got you. Hmm. Yeah, it's not bad at all. It's it's almost like they watered it down too much. They should have probably tried to keep this Blanton's Gold around 110 to 15 proof. I think it would be way better at 110, 115 proof than 103. And this is just my opinion. I think the finish will be better, the taste will be better, and for the money that you're paying for this product, I think they should bump it up a little bit. Big Rick, what's going on? What's going on, Big Rick? Big Rick, I don't know if you got my email or my back channel, Big Rick, but we started a email chain or text chain about Spillway, and I want to get you on that text chain, Big Rick, but I need your information. So I went to your YouTube channel and I clicked your email and I sent you an email. So hopefully you got that email. And if you want to be on that text chain for Spillway, hit me up and we make that happen. Allergic to nuts, orange bitters, and okay, you're allergic to nuts. So you definitely don't want walnuts. Barbara Peanuts, what's going on, Barbara Peanuts? Hopefully you are having a great day, Barbara Peanuts. Um, for those who just came in, we are drinking Blanton's Gold. Hopefully you watched that last video, and I picked this up at my favorite liquor store, CNC Liquor Store, and I think I got it at a pretty decent price. It said it was a store pick, but usually on store picks they have a sticker somewhere, which I don't think I've seen. Oh, there you go, there you go. It's right there. I'm finna say they usually have a CNC store pick sticker, which it is right there on the side of the bottle. I just have to flip it over to see it. And this is my first time ever drinking or tasting Blanton's Gold, and I am going to rate this bottle. I'm going to rate this bottle. Now, my rating system, if you haven't um, read it in my book, how am I going to put this? I have a rating system, and my rating system I put in the book. That book is called A Little Old Fashioned Guide to Bourbon and Whiskey. So I'm just going to do this. I'm going to rate this bottle 1 through 10. And if you've been following my channel, you know nothing. And I mean, nothing here gets a 10 because nothing, in my opinion, is perfect. I have two bottles that have come so close to get a 10, but they just did not make it. Those two bottles, George T. Stagg and the A. Smith Bowman. But rating this bottle 1 through 10, 10 being the highest, perfect, I'm going to give this one probably a, don't shoot me, I'm going to say a 5. I'm going to say let's give it a 5.5. Let's give it a 5.5. I'm going to give it a 5.5. And I'm going to tell you why I'm going to give it a low score for. Because I'm so used to drinking a higher proof bourbon that when I taste it, it gives me a lot of flavors on the palate. And that one, A, didn't give me a lot of flavor. It was more honey sweet forward. And when I tasted it, it just all went away so quick. Matter of fact, I'm sitting here talking, And I'm thinking now, did I even take a drink because it's all the way gone? The only thing I can sort of tell is is like a honey residue on my tongue. Again, I don't know if that comes with drinking higher proof bourbon neat all the time. And then when I get a lower proof, something like that, it doesn't register my mind. I'm assuming that's the case. But it seems like I can just shoot this thing that's I I might can drink the whole bottle. I don't know. I won't. But it seems like you know what I'm talking about. It seems like that you could. This is a bottle, in my opinion, that you take to a business meeting, not a bachelor party, not a guy's night out. You take that bottle to a business meeting. When you're going to talk, smoke a cigar, talk business in a strip club, I don't know, wherever you want to go, because a it's right there to prove that you get some alcohol in your system, but it's not at that proof that you get buzzed and start getting drunk and start talking all crazy. It's an allocated bottle. A lot of people haven't tried it yet. It's a Blanton's Gold store pick. So I think it would be very, very appropriate to bring that to a business meeting. And other than that, keep it on the shelf. What's going on, Jigs? What's going on, Jigs? Jigs, I'm pretty sure you stayed online last night for a long time because even though I was at work, I had you on and I left and I had a call and I came back, Jigs, and you were still online. Yeah, B, I'm with you. I had, and the thing about that too, I'm agree with you, B. I had high expectations for that bottle. 5.5 is crazy. Yeah, yeah, it really is. It really is. And you, and let me tell you, I have to give it a 5.5 because, again, um, nothing here at a little old fashioned gets a 10. And if I'm giving bottles like the George T. Stagg, 9.8, the A. Smith Bowman like a 9.6, um, and you talking about 138 proof, and you talking about cash strength, you talking about flavor profile off the chain, and then we come here with a Blanton's Gold, 103 proof. The flavor is so yeah, yeah. I have to give it. I have to give it that. I have to give it. Apple cinnamon old fashioned. It was very sweet. Yeah. Check out the video. Okay. Working on the thumbnail right now. Cool, cool, Big Rick. I would definitely check out that video. And that all these pre-made Penelope old fashions, they are sweet. They are on the sweeter side. And I always suggest, I don't tell people what to do. I always suggest if you pick up that bottle and you like old fashions, make sure you have a higher proof bourbon somewhere around because you will need it. What I usually do is I get a large ice cube, pour that premix in there, and I add a higher proof bourbon, give it a good stir, premium cherry, orange peel, maybe smoke it up. Boom. Now you got an old fashioned. But the goal is for beginners drink, not someone for on my level. Now, Jigs, I would say that you're right in a way, Jigs. The reason I'm not going to say that I agree with you 100% is because a person that is on a beginner level, they are not going to pay, hopefully, $150 to $180 for a bottle. So when you say beginner level, I'm thinking more of um, a bottom shelfer that costs around $30, $40. I don't, hopefully, no beginner drinker is going to go into a liquor store and say, hey, I don't know really what I want. I don't know what my palate and my taste buds are like. But give me that $160 bottle of Blanton's Gold. I don't see that happening. Now, the proof level, yeah, is a beginner level because it's right there at 100 proof. And I remember you saying, everybody's not like me because I know last night on your channel I said, hey, that's where we start at 100 proof. But nah, you're right. That's where I start at 100 proof. It's a big difference between the single barrel and the gold store pick. You know, to be honest with you, I think what happened was the people at CNC went down there and picked that particular barrel. And that's why they can call it a CNC store pick because they picked that particular one. I want that one. So I think that's what they can actually say they have a store pick because every Blanton's Gold should be a single barrel. But I think they can go around with that and say, yeah, this is a store pick because I picked that one. And that's where I'm going with. The more, yeah, I can say the more and more I taste it, I'm trying to see if I can taste anything else on the palate and if the finish is going away as quick as it did the first time. And sadly to say it is. Bonnie and Clyde paid too much for my first Blantons and gave it away after my third attempt. Not my favorite. Got you. You know, that's why I'm saying, I'm thinking, I know every Blanton's Gold is going to be a single barrel, but I think they can say, "Hey, I got a store pick because they actually tasted that one, and said, "Hey, I think that one's better. I want this one in my store." So technically, they did pick their barrel, and that barrel is a CNC store pick. So they're gonna actually put, yeah, I put pick this one up, so it's gonna be my store pick. So yeah, I can sort of see that. It's always a way around everything. It really is. It's all about the way you word it. And as you know, you can charge a premium for a store pick. I get it. I get it. Scott, good evening. Chad, have you tried that? I have. I have one bottle. And I think the one I had, this is it. I bought a second one. This is it right here. I had this bottle last year and I finished it. I had to buy a second one because this one right here is very, very good. A lot of people don't talk about it, but this one is very, very good. It's 115 proof. You cannot go wrong with that one. Good question. Jack, I haven't tried that one. So I haven't tried that one, Jack. Jigs, B said that also straight from the barrel itself. But the last time I seen that, they wanted over secondary prices, and I refused to pay secondary prices for that. Yeah, if it wasn't because of John Wick, Blanton's probably won't be as high as it is now. John Wick, that one episode, prices just went out the roof. Would I would I purchase Blanton's Gold again for the same money? No, no. But luckily, I have a Blanton's Gold back there that I bought about a year ago on a video, and I haven't opened it yet because I just wasn't I just wasn't interested in tasting it, and I wanted to back up. So now I have a backup, and hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. I will pay 230 for a bottle. You will pay 230 for a bottle of Blanton's Gold. Hmm. Okay. Like the stock market. MSRP on Blanton's Gold. I think someone said the MSRP on that one is $150. Buck 50, yeah. Buck 50 or so, yeah. Okay, geez. Okay, good deal. I knew you weren't talking about the Blanton's Gold. Straight from the barrel. I think Jigs, the last time I seen that Blanton straight from the barrel, it was like 350 to $375. So yeah, if you're gonna pay 230 and they charging like 350, 375, I'm right there. I'm not gonna pay that much for it. Ohio retail and gold 150. Not paying that. I feel you, Josh. I feel you. Again, if I was going into a bottle share, or if I was going into a business meeting, or if I was going into like a close family function, I would bring the Blanton's Gold because it's one of those pieces that it's an interesting piece. It's a conversation starter, and a lot of people have never tasted it. So it'd be the time that they can actually taste a bottle that they probably would never taste or buy. Jay, what's going on? I don't think I have tasted the regular Blantons in a long, long, long time. I haven't hunted Knoxville yet. I need to. I need to. I haven't made it up that far in Tennessee yet. Yeah, the goal will definitely impress clients. Definitely. When you pull that bottle out and they realize it is a Blanton's Gold, that's impressive by itself because they know A, you really care about the meeting you in, and B, that's a bottle that is allocated bottle. So it's impressive. Oh yeah. But really quickly, I got something exciting. Uh, I'm always trying to push this a little old fashioned thing forward. And my brain, it never stops because I'm always trying to find a way to get this channel out, to get more subscribers, to meet new people, just to do things bigger and better every day. That's the way my mind works. And I get online and I come up with things and I put pen to paper and I just try to figure out how we're going to push this thing forward. And I came up, I'm not going to say with a new design. I just came up with something that I think that it's going to um, take the channel even farther because I'm not going to stay in this bourbon hunting category. I am going to make this channel what I call a little old fashioned, the bourbon lifestyle. So we are going to make this channel a little old fashioned, the bourbon lifestyle. And here we are going to do bourbon hunting. We're going to talk about things like bottle sharing. We even going to go down the path of what the bourbon lifestyle looks like. We're going to go over glasses. We're going to go over, what makes the perfect old fashions. We're going to go over anything and everything that talks about bourbon and whiskey. We're going to go over tons of stuff. And we might just go out to the public and see what they think about certain things and just be interactive with the public. So when you see the bourbon lifestyle, this is going to be my second t-shirt design and my second hoodie design, and I think it's more classy. So let me know what you think about it. Say, Aaron, you've been working on that player hole. You, but I know it was a funny video, and I meant for that video to be funny. If you haven't looked at that video, go back, check it out. But I'm gonna tell you, I've seen so many people growing up, especially my father's friends or people that I just seen at different functions. They hold their glass, those two fingers like this, and they always lean back. And for some reason, they always look around. Like, I wonder what they're looking at. Are they looking at who's looking at them? They're always looking around. So that player hold is real. I'm telling you, it's real. I see it a lot. Not Tony, it's not going to be a new logo. It's going to be something like a sister branch from a little old fashioned. A little old fashioned is my business, is my LLC, is my brand. A little old fashioned is always going to be my brand. But for me not to be stuck in that box, it's going to be a little old fashioned, but a little old fashioned is going to be the bourbon lifestyle. And when we get into the bourbon lifestyle, we are going to talk about certain things, bottle shares, what you should do, different kind of bottles. We're just going to go down that path about um, different stuff in bourbon and whiskey. So I don't want to put myself in a box and only do bourbon hunts. So this is a way that I can sort of get outside of the bourbon hunting thing and do certain things. So when a person clicks on it and it says a little old fashioned, the bourbon lifestyle, it might not be a bourbon hunting video, but it's going to be something about bourbon and whiskey, but it's not going to necessarily be a hunting video. Henry 7607, hello. Hey, I thank you. Thank you for that. My favorite bottle under $75. 1424. I tell you what, I have a few favorite bottles, but since you said I'm going to name the first one that popped in my head, it's not going to be a bourbon, it's going to be a rye. For $75, I'm going to say pick up this Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye. This one right here. You cannot go wrong with this one. You get a good bottle. The proof is there. The finish is there. Everything you want from a bottle of rye is here. So this is the first one that popped in my head. And I have a few more, but since you asked, that's the first one that popped in my head. Hmm. Yeah, nothing special. Nothing special. It's decent, but nothing special. Nothing special. Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I just picked up a Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof rye. Okay. Did you like it, 504? And for those who haven't hit the like and subscribe button, hey, hit the like and subscribe button. Definitely asking for your support. I appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that. My Bourbon Club 319 Borough Society. Thank you, 1424. I appreciate that. You know, that one right there, I was sort of on the serious side, but the other one about the bourbon, how you hold your bourbon glass, that was a funny skit. Hopefully it was funny. But the bourbon rules, that I really was on the serious side about that one. Drew, hey, you made it, Drew. You made it. So thank you for stopping by. You didn't miss anything. We just opened a bottle of Blanton's Gold for the night, and we start talking about the little old fashioned the bourbon lifestyle t-shirts. Jack, that is a very good bottle. Very good bottle. Very good bottle. Let's see. I think I need something to hype me up just a little bit. I'm trying to figure out what I want to taste. Let's see. Hmm. Decisions, decisions, decisions. The Larceny Bourbon B524, 125.4 proof. Anita, Anita White, thank you for stopping by. Anita White, I tell you what, I had a candle today that I was burning, and that thing was fantastic. So I appreciate that. And I was telling the group here that I have a new, it's not a new logo, it's just a sister thing we're going to be doing here, a little old fashioned, the bourbon lifestyle. So we are going to take this thing to another level. So Anita, I thank you for stopping by. You know, I always love when you stop by here, a little old fashioned. You mean it means a lot. It really does. So shout out to you, Anita. I appreciate you stopping by. Old Fort Suburban Proof Rye 2026 release is amazing. Haven't tried that one yet. Haven't tried that one yet. Larceny is a good choice. I know I had it, but it's been a minute. 524 isn't one of the better batches. I have 8 sibs. Now, okay, C924 is my favorite batch. Recipe for old fashioned. Recipe for old fashioned is going to be a high proof rye, a large ice cube, a premium cherry, some good bitters, an orange peel, and if you want to take it up another notch, put some cherry wood smoke, burn it for about 5 to 10 seconds, shake it around, take the top off, let it sit for about 30 seconds. Boom, you got your perfect old fashioned. Anita, I know you my number one fan. I know it. I know it. I know you my number one fan. So we definitely appreciate you. Real men don't mix. Don't mix what? Real men don't mix old fashions? I only mix spit with my whiskey. Oh, well, here at a little old fashioned, guess what? We will make an old fashioned out of anything and everything. It's not a bottle up here that I would not try an old fashioned because I love old fashions. That's what got me into bourbon and whiskey. And don't get me wrong, I like to drink my bourbon and whiskey straight, but you cannot beat a good old fashioned, especially if you can make them the right way. Thoughts on a Wisconsin old fashioned? They usually use brandy. I haven't, oh, brandy and lime soda? 142, I never tried it. I'm not going to knock it, but I never tried it. So it seems like you have tried a Wisconsin old fashioned. So let me know. Has anyone here that's on this? I have 52 people. Has anyone tried a Wisconsin old fashioned? 124 said it's made with brandy and a splash of lime soda. 504, hey, no problem, no problem. You know, I love my bourbon neat too. So, but sometimes I like a good old fashioned. Let's see. C923. Someone says the C923 is better than the B524. So let's try it out. I have a C923 here. Haven't been open, but guess what? Today is a lucky day. So you said the C923 is better. There we go. That was a cork pop. And as you notice here at a little old fashioned, I don't drink a lot of Elijah Craig or Larceny. I don't know why, I just don't. But this is my first time drinking this one. C924, 126.4 proof. Check it out. So let me know in the comments below what you think about this one. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, babe. I'm gonna let it sit. I'm gonna let it twirl it around for about a minute or so. Hopefully we get some air in there. Am I the only one that takes the neck paper off the Larceny? Probably so. I always keep it on there. I don't know why. Jack Heaven Hill bottled and bond, Heaven Hill rye, Heaven Hill wheated. Ooh, you're right. Has anybody made an old fashioned with old granddad 114? If so, what was the results? Alpha? Hey, that's not a bad one. That's not a bad one. I think I would make an old fashioned out of old granddad 114 because that old granddad bonded is nice. So Larceny Burr Proof and Elijah Craig Burr Proof are my favorites. Good deal. Oh, okay. Heaven Hill makes. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. 142. Hey, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You have a good rest of the night now. You love the A125, but not open, haven't opened other two. Got you. Got you. Got you. Good deal. Yeah, I can tell the alcohol is sort of dissipating, but let's give it a try. It doesn't smell like it's going to drink at the high proof. 125. Hey, cheers. Let's just try it. Yeah. It's funny. I can already say that I like it better than the Blanton's Gold. I know what you're going to say. It's 121 proof. It's 21 proofs higher than the Blanton's Gold. Yeah. But the finish, the taste, the nose, everything about this one is way better than the Blanton's Gold. And I only took one sip. And I already know. I already know. I just like a more full body bottle, a full body flavored bottle. And that is what this Larceny Bird Proof um B524 is showing me. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Oh, sorry about C923. That's what it is. C923. Sorry. Have you tried Blanton store pick yet? Yeah, I did. I did, Jared. We picked up the Blanton's Gold store pick. That was the first bottle that I tasted, and like I was saying, it is a pretty decent bottle. I'm not going to actually pick up another bottle, especially for that price. And the proof on that one was 103. It did not drink at 103 proof. That's one of those bottles that you pick up to take to like an office meeting or something special, and you just want to, bring something, a decent bottle, special bottle, and try to. I'm not gonna say show off, but let them know you're serious. That's a bottle you bring there. Hey, Jay, you didn't say that right. Now you had to say 20% discount. Have to have a 20% discount at the store. What's going on, Jigs? I didn't say what right. You, hey, you gotta excuse me too. Sometime when I talk, I have no idea, man. Words come out of this mouth, and after I say it, I was like, man, why you say that for? Allocated bottles, disappointed times, yeah, and that's why, uh, you know, someone wrote on the video I did yesterday, and the message was, man, you back at that same store? And I had to think about it, and I said to myself, well, I do go to CNC a lot. And then I had to backtrack. I had to stop, and I had to realize, um, you know how many trucks that place get a week? They at least get a truck once, maybe twice a week. So let's say each liquor store gets one truck a week. You don't know what that truck is going to bring. That truck can bring something different every week. So when a person says, man, you back at that same liquor store, but guess what? When I went back about 3 weeks ago, they didn't have Blanton's Gold sitting on the floor. They didn't have that short barrel that was sitting on the regular barrels that didn't have that. They didn't have a lot of those products. So just because I go to a certain store multiple times does not mean they have the same stuff sitting on the shelf. I mean, it's almost like common sense. And that's why I love revisiting stores every so often, because you never know. Especially especially if I'm driving down the street and I have my camera in the car and I see a truck backed up to the liquor store, I'm over there. I'm going. Why? I need to see what you have in that truck. And I'm not afraid to go and watch to see what you taking out of those boxes. I would sit there and I would watch to see what's coming out of those boxes. I will. I will. You're right. And it helps develop a store relationship. You know, uh, I know sometimes people say stop, don't read the comments, but I look at it this way. I try to respond the best way I can to every comment, because if you took the time out to write something, I want to show you the respect to actually reply. Now, sometimes, it doesn't make sense, or sometimes the comments like that, um, I'm not gonna say they irritate me, but I understand it a little bit, because if you looking at my channel and you don't go to a lot of liquor stores, I can sort of see why you say, "Hey, this dude back in CNC." Even though you didn't watch the last 10 videos I put up, you just happen to catch this one again. So I get it. I get it. And I'm trying not to knock anybody, but just wanted to put that out. Yeah, thumbs up. The response, yeah, thumbs up. Any other unicorn bottles that you are chasing at this moment? Yeah, it's a few. I do want a Thomas Handy. I'm still looking for the Weller single barrel. I want that. I want my own bottle of Jack Daniel's 14. I'm looking for that. I'm looking for another Russell's. So I am looking for those bottles. And I wouldn't mind finding me another Joyce T Stag at the price that I paid for it, or closer to MSRP, because I'm going to keep buying the Joyce T Stags if I can find them at the price that I paid for it, or a little bit closer to MSRP. And I'm still hunting for a Smith Bowman. If I can find another bottle or a few bottles of those, or what I paid for it, those are definitely coming home with me. Yeah, saving and preserving life takes precedence over bourbon. You right, got that right, Alpha. Got that right. Yeah, that George C. Stagg was a steal. You bought your first rye, so congratulations with that. I used not to be a rye guy, but when I got into that Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye, now I'm a rye guy. I'm heading down that road. Big Rick, I would do that. I would check out that video and I would tell you what you think. I'd definitely comment on that, Big Rick. Appreciate it. Where did you buy your shells? Also, did you ever try the Eagle Rare 12? I haven't got an Eagle Rare 12 yet, but I didn't buy my shelves. A guy actually came and put my shelves up. He went to Lowe's. He stained them. He cut them. He put them up, and that happened about probably about a year and a half, 2 years ago. Anthony, what's going on? What's going on, Anthony? Yeah, the Larceny 923, not bad. The C923 is not bad at all. I don't know why I haven't opened it up. but it's not bad. Not bad at all. The Jack Daniels rye with the green label is wonderful. Um, B, I really want me an Eagle Rare 12 just because I just want one on my shelf. In my mind, it can't be that much different from the 10, but I don't know because I haven't tried it. Some people say it's way better than the 10. Some people say it's not worth the money. But the only way for me to find out is for me to get a bottle and try it. I have the C922, not cracked yet. Okay. I'm so mad I can't finally go to 12. Yeah, I'm with you, Drew. I'm the same way. I can't imagine it being that much better than the 10, but I want to try it. So I'm looking for a bottle. Hopefully it comes this way, but if not, I know they say you can find it in Kentucky. So I might have to go to Kentucky to get it. Yeah, close get it as close to MSRP as possible. It's better, but not much more than $60. Got you. So it's better, but not it's not that much better than you pay an extra $60 for it. I get you. I get you. How often do I see Knob Creek 12? You know, Jack, I did not see that bottle a lot 6 months ago, but now I'm starting to see that Knob Creek 12. And what I'm finding out is it's like a $80 bottle here. But some people say they can get that Knob Creek 12 for $55. Now, they out of state, but they say they can get it around $55. So let me know what you can get Knob Creek 12 at in your area. You would take the Eagle Rare 10-year store pick over the Eagle Rare 12? Got you. Bourbon fan, yo, lots of good bourbon hunting in the Chicago area, and maybe get a Cubs game as well. Yeah, yeah. Whenever I'm in the Chicago area, I probably go spend about 3 or 4 days. Might catch a game because the airport here in Jackson, even though it's a smaller airport, they do fly into Atlanta and they do fly into Chicago. So we definitely can make that happen. 319, 50, $60 in St. Louis. See this one? See, it is crazy how Knob Creek 12, $50. Big Rig, got you. Okay. So yeah, we do have the higher end of the Knob Creek 12 here, and it's very, very. You used to couldn't find it, but now they're having it on the shelf, as you seen in my last video. And I guess eventually the prices will come down. Did anybody in the chat win the lottery? The H. Smith Bowman HD. I think I seen somewhere on YouTube a YouTuber actually won one. I forgot the name of his channel, but if you type in bourbon hunting, it's a guy who does bourbon hunting that actually won one. I think his wife won one. And the only reason I did not apply or put my name in the hat is because they said that you had to be on property to get that bottle. And I know I wasn't going to make that. It wasn't worth the trip for me. Oh, okay. All right. So, congratulations. Congratulations. You are definitely going to enjoy that A. Smith Bourbon. Congratulations. Costco here just finally sold out the Knob Creek 12 after months of having it in stock. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, Drew, if I'm just have to, I guess, put it out there, I'm thinking the price probably dropped. And when the price dropped, people started to pick it up. Bourbon Nerd, what's going on? Cheers, Bourbon Nerd. Thank you for stopping by. We really do appreciate you stopping by. We just sitting here. We tried some Larceny tonight. We tried some Blanton's Gold tonight. So, yeah. Are you looking to get any more new small batches? B, not yet. Not yet. Heroes, Evan Williams, 1783. I need a bottle of that, Anthony. I do. I need a bottle of that. Kirk, hey, we just ordered some merch. Love the channel. Keep it videos. Kirk, thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Uh, anytime, hopefully you can live with Bruiser, that would be awesome. Jared, I'm looking to do that when I go to Spillway. But Kurt, anytime someone actually buys merch, if you want to, you can send me a picture at my email with the merch in your hand, and I always try to put those pictures in my newsletter that I send out every month on Patreon. So, Kurt, I appreciate that. I appreciate your support. And if you want to be in the newsletter, just send me a shot or a picture to my email, and we'll definitely get you in that newsletter. So, again, thank you for your support. King of Kentucky. You know, B, it has to be in my price range. I know a lot of people are talking about the King of Kentucky. I heard some good things, I heard some bad things, but I really haven't really just wanted a King of Kentucky. If it falls in my lap, sure. But I'm not really hunting for that bottle. But if I can come across one, yeah, I'll pick one up. Casey Jones, yeah, it's a good pour. I've seen that bourbon fan. I've seen that bottle. Haven't got one yet. Chad cracked open your most unique tonight. Give us a review. Chad cracked open your most unique tonight. Most unique bourbon tonight, or my most unique bottle. Any thoughts on my 4-year Willet? It's funny you should say that. Even though I didn't think the 4-year Willet was, it's a decent bottle. As you can see, it's almost gone. And the reason why it's almost gone is because it's 126 proof, and this thing is great in an old fashioned. It's cash trim. It goes great in an old fashioned. And here, we drink a lot of old fashioned. So for the past couple of days, I've been making my old fashions with this 4-year Willet, and it is fantastic. Some bottles might not be my cup of tea neat, but some bottles in an old fashioned makes a great old fashioned, and this is one. It has the heat to it, it has the proof to it, it has the sweetness to it. Makes a perfect old fashioned. So the answer to your question is, will I drink it neat? No. Do I like it in an old fashioned? You bet I do. You bet I do. Master Keep Voyage. You funny, B. Oh my god. Let me see. Ooh, the light, not premium, supreme. My, you know, Big Rig, my most unique bottle on my shelf is going to be. I don't know if I have a unique bottle. I have some bottles that I don't care for. This one I would say is unique, Big Rig. I would say this short barrel is unique because a lot of people don't have it. A lot of people haven't even seen this bottle, but I've tried it, and this is probably the worst bottle that I have here on my shelf. Even though it's unique, it's the worst one. And it's two bottles that I haven't opened yet that I think are unique, but I'm not going to hold this one because I'm going to wait till I go back to bourbon on the banks. This is the chicken cock 6-year. It says bourbon on the banks on it. So this is unique bottle, but I'm not going to open this one because I'm not. It's 130 proof. So I don't know what unique bottle that I have that I would say is unique. Huh. Yeah, I don't see a unique bottle. I don't have a Russell's 15. That's on my list too. The Russell's 15 is on my list. I don't have one yet. I haven't even seen a Russell 15 here in my area. I don't know if it has came to Tennessee yet because I haven't seen it. And I've been into many liquor stores, but I have never seen a Russell's 15 ever. And that's disappointing. Been chasing the Dweller 2024 decent price. Have you tried one? I haven't. I haven't, Jared. I've seen one. They have it at Party Mart, but I haven't tasted it. What is that red Earl bottle? Where is it at? Which one are you talking about? Right or left? That was awful. You know, I don't home. I don't know about that one. I don't think I would buy anything from somebody I don't know per se. I do have a bee's knees. This one right here, Burley Company Red Label. Huh. We have a short barrel here. We have a Willow there. Red Label. We have a Starlight up there, and that's the only red labels I see. But Burrow Company. Oh, okay. We have the Southern Collective. If that was the talking about this one up here, I don't know if you can even see that one on TV, but we have a Southern Collective bottle up there. The Wella Antique. What do you think about the Jack Daniels single barrel proof? You know, I like Jack Daniels single barrel proof. We tried that one. I like it. Sipping on Bees Knees 4. Gotcha. I always wanted the Bees Knees and I picked one up. I picked one up coming from Bourbon on the Banks last year, October. I think I picked one up October the 6th in Kentucky, and I'm still sipping on it. I'm still nursing that bottle until I find another one, but it's pretty good. Which E.H. Taylor do you have, and which one is better than the other? I have a E.H. Taylor small batch, a E.H. Taylor barrel proof, and an E.H. Taylor uncut, unfiltered, and well, E.H. Taylor uncut, unfiltered small batch in a single barrel. The best one is going to be that E.H. Taylor barrel proof, this one here. I have two bottles, and this one is 127.2 proof. This one right here is very good, very good. And I got it at a very good price. I was looking for this particular bottle for about a year and a half, and they wanted secondary prices for it. And all of a sudden, at the end of 2025, I picked up two in 1 month for the price that I was willing to pay. And that's why I say patience is always the key. I'm headed into Jackson, Tennessee tomorrow, pending the visit CNC. Wayne, I will probably visit CNC first. Tell them a little old fashioned sent you. If you tell them a little old fashioned sent you, go over there to the tasting section and they will hook you up. I'm going to say Party Mart. Tell them a little old fashioned sent you. Tell them a little old fashioned sent you and try their tasting section. They have some good stuff over there. So those are two I would try. Those are on the north side of Jackson, and then the third one I would suggest is probably go to um, the Fork Vine, the Fork Vine that's going to be on the bypass. Those are the three bigger stores here, and I'm pretty sure that you will find something at one of those three. But stop by CNC first. Tell them a little old fashioned send you. I go in there a lot. They know me. I know them. Very good people, and they will hook you up. What is the most you spend on EH Taylor Burr Proof? I spent 90, I think 90 something dollars on it. It was up under $100 on that EH Taylor Burr Proof. Yeah. Have you ever tried the 13 colony maple finish? I do. I have it. I have it around here somewhere. I tr- I got the 13 colony one of the first bottles that I started with here at Little Old Fashioned. And when the maple came out, I think it makes a better old fashioned than a sipper, in my opinion. But I do like the 13 Colony. Eagle Rare, I like Eagle Rare. Eagle Rare is one of those bottles that I give out for Christmas presents, for anniversary presents. Why? Because it's a 10-year bottle. It's a pretty good bottle. And if you can find it at a pretty decent price, you can't go wrong with the Eagle Rare. A night, you are able to score a Weller single barrel for $75. Hey, you winning. Yeah, you winning for sure. $65, Mike, not bad. Should be about $70, $80. Drew, I get you. Dave, hey, you still here. You still here. So thank you for stopping by. It's one of those, 80 bucks, 70, $80. And I think we paying just a premium here. So an extra $10 that I probably pay for it. And I'm not mad at that, because if I had to go to Nashville to pick up one for $80 and I had to spend $40 worth of gas, I'm losing. If I can find one that's, 3 minutes up the street for $90, and usually they have it in the case for $199, I think I'm winning. So I balance that off a little bit. Balance that off a little bit. Should I get the Jack Daniels Rye or the Larceny Bourbon? Um, so the Jack Daniels single barrel proof rye, or the large, oh, which one, Jack Daniels you talking about? The single barrel proof rye? If you're talking about that one, I would say get the Jack Daniels. Now, if you're just talking about the Jack Daniels rye, I would probably get the Larceny barrel proof. Yeah, B, if you haven't already liked and subscribed, hey, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Hey, we are doing some big things over here, and I'm asking for your support. Secondary for EH Bear Proof is nuts. Yeah, but what I found out is, um, different places, different prices. I tell you what, that is one of the truest statements here when you're talking about bourbon and whiskey. Some people say, yeah, Bear Proof, we get around here for $80 all day. But when you hit down here in the Tennessee, West Tennessee area, you can find that bottle on the shelf for $199. So yeah, patience is the key, but you have to be in the position, in the places, to actually find those bottles. So if you're going out of town, yeah, you might find it at a reasonable price. But if you don't leave your area, you will never find that bottle that cheap ever around here, unless something happens, everything crashes. I've never seen E.H. Taylor Burr Proof uncut unfiltered for under $100. I got one for 100, under $100, like 90, but you would never see it at $80. Never. Have you have to buy off the private groups? No stores. No, I don't buy off private groups. No. Yeah, Jigs is all about the region you're in. And that's where I say, and that's where I get this from. I never talk about what a person paid for a particular bottle. I never do that, because you never know where they're at. You never know where they're located. That bottle may be the price in that area, and that's the price. They're not going to fly from California to Tennessee to save $50. That's ridiculous to say that. They even do that. So I'm never going to chastise a person if they pay more than, $30 for a bottle than I may pay for it, because I'm not, 600 miles away where you live at. So what you pay for it, if you feel comfortable with that, good. Cheers to you. Yeah, Jigs, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Having friends. Sipping on Antique 107 right now. Hey, night. You can't go wrong with that one. Can't go wrong. Oh yeah, HD. That's a good one. That's a good one. 10-year bottle share rules are spot on. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So again, I'm just stopping by here. I didn't really want to do anything. I'm just sitting here talking, drinking some bourbon because I had some time. What's the maximum that you spend on one bottle? Um, I'm going to say the maximum I have spent was for the George T. Stagg. Walking out of the door, it was like $500. It was $4.99 plus tax. So that was the most that I ever spent for a bottle. But I'm gonna tell you, I don't think there's another one out there that I really, really, really want that's going to cost me that much. I don't think the I don't think the Russell's. Hopefully, the Russell's 15 doesn't cost me that much. I'm not gonna nah, no, it's not gonna cost me that much because I'm not gonna pay for that much. So I don't see any other bottle that I can think of that I really want that I'm gonna pay over $500 for. Not off the top of my head. Is the Jack Daniels bonded the same as the Heritage? No. Yeah, Big Rick, you can go ahead. Yeah, for sure. For sure, Big Rick. I appreciate you, Jared. Thank you. Thank you. What about the new cast strength? Anthony cast strength, as in, what's going on? What's going on, buddy? Haven't seen you in a while, man. Thank you for coming on the video. When the next time you gonna put on the video? The last one I think I seen from you, you were in the airport and you were eating some chicken wings in the airport. Um, does bonded equal to bottled and bond? I would say bonded. Uh, that's a good question. I would say yes because all the ones that's bonded, I think they have the same thing as bottled and bond, have to go up under the same scrutiny of that bottle. And most of the bonders I've seen, of all the bonders I've seen, started at 100 proof. So I'm going to say yeah. NT 107 is the daily sipper for me. NT 107 is a daily sipper. That's what I'm talking about because you can get it at retail. Drew, you winning. You winning, sir. You are winning. March for sure. Okay, I'm back. Sitting on like 12 videos I need to edit. We are looking forward to that. Definitely looking forward to that. So make sure, hey, when you make sure you put it out there when you put those first videos out there, because when you slow down on YouTube, it's going to take them a minute for them to start throwing your videos out back there. So let me know if you can email me or text me or whatever. Let me know when you put that first video out there, and I would definitely shoot you out. Definitely shoot you out. I'll give you a shout out. You know, Alpha, I wanted that bottle. I wanted that bottle. I tried that bottle when I was in Vegas. Even though it drunk a little hot, it was very tasty. It was very tasty. The Traveling Hearts, what's going on? Love the shelf setup. Thank you. Thank you. I bet you do love it. I bet you do. About to go hunt one as I look at the stream. Gotcha, Anthony. Hopefully you find it. Hey, you winning, Knight. You are. You winning. Hey, I appreciate you stopping by. What was the very first bourbon you had to put on your bourbon? What was the first? What was the very first bourbon you had that put you on? Okay, 615 is probably going to be. I think it was Bullet. I think it was going to be Bullet. or Maker's Mark. One of the two. I'm leaning toward the Bullet because I remember someone making an old fashioned out of Bullet, and that was one. I think my first time ever tasting an old fashioned, and I loved it. I loved it, and I think it was Bullet, and then I think the next one was made with a Maker's Mark. So Bullet Maker's Mark always going to be on my shelf because that's what got me into bourbon. Jay, did you ever do a top five or top 10 hunting tips? I haven't. I haven't, B, but it's funny you say that, B, because that is going to fall up under a little old fashioned the bourbon lifestyle because I want to do those things up under the bourbon lifestyle because I think it goes well up under that category. When we're talking about a little old fashioned, we're gonna talk about bourbon hunting, different kind of bottles. We're gonna sit here and do some tastings. But when we're talking about the bourbon lifestyle, then we're gonna go into categories like that. Then we're gonna go into like bottle shares. Then we're gonna go into tips and tricks about how to do certain things. I don't want to put it all out there because I have a lot of notes, but we are definitely going to expand this thing to the fullest. Cool Vines Powerhouse Liquor Store, and they might be able to secure you a bottle of that Buckner's 13. Alpha, if you don't mind, uh, how much? How much? How much, Alpha? How much is that Buckner's 13 going for? How much is it going for? Good question, Miyagi. Grab them now at the store. Yes, 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 yes. Grab them down to the store. There you go. They are on sale. Where are you located? Tennessee, Jackson, Tennessee. My birthday is tomorrow. I'm considering opening up a Still Austin. Hey, Hot Tide, it's your birthday. Drink what you want to. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Hot Tide. Matter of fact, Hot Tide, what you drinking on, Hot Tide? What are you drinking on today? If you're drinking on something today, I'm gonna match you. I'm gonna match you, Hot Tide. So what you drinking on? Just finished the old. How was that old fashioned? The Traveling Hearts. How was that old fashioned? Any true crime fans? I can't drink Bullet because of Winnie. I haven't. I'm going to look that up. I would like to see more small bourbons bottles from the store. Gotcha. Santa Batch. Gotcha. Here, happy birthday, Hot Tide. Hot Tide is drinking Jack Daniels Heritage Toasted. Okay, good deal. Oh, knocking over bottles. I am going to match your energy, Hot Tide. We are going to do a drink for your birthday because I'm gonna match you, Hot Tide. So hopefully you have something in your glass. And since tomorrow is your birthday, Hot Tide, we are going to take a drink of Jack Daniels Single Word Heritage sitting at 100 proof. This one right here. And Hot Tide, hopefully you have a great birthday. Tomorrow is Saturday. Tomorrow is Saturday. So you have all day. Hopefully you don't have to work. Hopefully you have some good weather where you're at. And hopefully you do everything that you want to do on your birthday tomorrow. Not only that, hopefully you get everything that you want on your birthday tomorrow. Even though you might just want a little rest, hopefully you get that. If you want to do, go to breakfast or have people shower you with gifts, whatever you want, hopefully it will come to you tomorrow. So happy birthday, have a great day, and cheers to you. Let's go. Yeah, man, you really can't go wrong with this one. Man, I haven't tried it in a very long time, but from the Jack Daniels, you do get that banana the first. But this thing right here, if you can get it at a great price, it's definitely a good bottle. It's definitely one that I suggest. Yeah, definitely one I suggest. Yeah, very good. Good choice, Hot Tide. Good choice. Vizzle, what's going on? What is going on? And again, for those who haven't hit the like and subscribe button, please do that. And do me a favor. Do me a favor. Do me a favor. Do me a favor. Please, 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 please. I know that now YouTube say you can hype videos. Please try to hype my last video. I'm trying to get that video out to as much people as possible, but for some reason it has slowed down. But if you haven't hyped that last video, please go back, hit that hype button. I appreciate your support. Yeah, it is pretty good. It's pretty good, Hot Tide. Pretty good. The next series should be better than Blanton's Gold. You know, I have a lot of things on paper that I really want to do. Oh, Wayne, thank you for that. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. And I'm definitely going to go back sometime soon. I should have stayed there and picked up a little bit more because I did want some other bottles there, but the $500 I spent sort of spooked me, so I had to leave. But I appreciate you even dropping my name in Savannah, so I appreciate that. And cheers to you. I appreciate that. I haven't bought any bottles online. What's going on? What is going on? Recline 4 KC 135. What's going on? But I haven't bought any bottles online ever. And I don't plan on buying any bottles online because I love to hunt. I love to go out there and go to store to store to store. Not only I like it, but it gives me content. It gives me YouTube content. Yeah. Very good bottle. Very nice. Channel will have to call back tomorrow. $250 plus tax if they can get it. Got you. But thank you, Alpha, for even trying. I appreciate that. Thank you for even trying. Let me put this bottle back up. Yeah, thank you for even trying. Do I drink cognac? I used to drink cognac a long time ago. I'm not going to say when I was in high school because you shouldn't be drinking when you're in high school. But I used to drink cognac a long time ago. Um, will I ever drink cognac again? I might. I mean, it wasn't bad. But now I'm on this bourbon kick. And I like bourbon. I love whiskey. The only thing I might try to dive into would be some scotch. It's not going to be a lot of scotch, but on the previous video, before my last video, I actually talked about scotch, and a lot of people said I should try this one or that one. So I'm going to go back and try some scotch. The first time on Little Old Fashioned, we're going to do a video on scotch. So you were drinking in high school? Allegedly. Allegedly, I was drinking in high school. Allegedly. Allegedly. Yeah, being real, I got you. I got you. And I should uh slow down on my purchases, but again, I like the content, I like to hunt, and when I see it and I want it, I gotta get it. I gotta get it. Hey, Alpha, that would be great. That would be great. I've tried it before. So, if you don't get it to me, I have tried it and I know that I enjoyed it. A matter of fact, I did a video on that last year when I was in Vegas, not in Vegas, in Kentucky. I tried that and it was very good. It started off hot, but it was my first pour of the day, but I enjoyed it. I really did. I trust your opinion even more. You have years of experience. Yeah, I can say I have a little, I have some years of experience. I started early. I started early. I do 615. I am into beer, but it's going to be dark beer. I love a good Dragon's Milk dark beer. So anything on the darker side, I would drink because I love a dark beer. Yeah, night. I'm seeing those two come up a lot. Good deal. High tide. I appreciate that. So hey, enjoy your flight. Enjoy your birthday. I appreciate that high tide. Any support like that high tide, I appreciate that. I really do. And that's what makes this channel special is people like you, high tide. People like you who buy the books, who buy the merch. So I appreciate that. They had a Weller foolproof 129. Okay. If I played high school football, you started sipping bourbon way before you knew, you know, and the same thing about chewing tobacco. That's why I don't chew tobacco is because I put a big chunk of big red in my mouth trying to be like baseball players and I swallowed one day and that was it with tobacco. That was it. Can't do scotch. Hopeful green thumb. Okay. I haven't tried a lot of scotch, but I'm going to dive into it just to see, if I like it now at this stage. I made it to Buffalo Trace to get a single old project. Got Burrow 15. Anyone had it? Should I open this other thing? So Drew 3250 asked the question. Um, so if anyone can answer that for Drew, please do. Coke or Pepsi? Coke. Coke. Pepsi is on the sweeter side. As a matter of fact, I only drink Cokes probably once every blue moon. I try to drink a lot of water because of this right here. Drink a lot of bourbon, but I try to stay away from Coke products. But if I'm going to drink one, it's going to be a Coke, and it's going to be like every, you know, so often. Yeah, high tide. I appreciate you. Thank you. I said, open that. Open it, Drew. Open it. What scotch do I have to? I'm going to try first. I don't know. I have the top five. I'm going to have to go back and count the number of people who actually suggested a certain bottle, and I'm going by that. I'm going just by what people actually said in the comments. I'm going to go back and add them up one more time before I go out there and pick up the bottle. So I have my top five. I don't know which one that is going to be yet. Close to Lake Placid, New York. All right. Oh man, I would love that. Never been never been to New York, but I love that. Diet Coke addiction. No, I have some people who work at the station who are Diet Cokes fanatics, so definitely understand. Coke Zero. Hey, you can't go wrong with Coke Zero. You know, it's funny you should say that with Coke Zero. When I'm going out of town and I'm driving a long distance, I will pick up a Coke Zero. I will pick up a Coke Zero and cashews. Don't know why. Every time I fill up in the car when I'm traveling, Coke Zero and salted cashews, and I'm gonna hit the road. I'm gonna hit the road. Cherry Coke Zero, awesome. So do me a favor, just because we have 60 people watching, let me know in the comments below. I know some of you already, I know where you're from, but let me see where you're from. You don't have to put your city, but at least put your state. So in the comments below, put the state where you watching me from just to see, and so everyone can see how far this channel, A Little Old Fashioned, is reaching. So do me a favor, Kentucky. Hey, I'm gonna be in your area soon. Pennsylvania, never been there before. Sure, Mike, you can. Mike, hit me up on the email address, and I would definitely send you my address. Florida, California, Georgia. Knight, I've been to Florida. I need to experience Florida more than the area I was in, but I definitely will. We got California, Georgia. Zero's the way to go. Don't drink all this sugar. Yeah, Drew, I got you. Texas, Virginia, North Carolina, Tennessee. You used to live in Smyrna, Tennessee. Okay. North Carolina, Kansas. Never been to Kansas. Never been to Kansas. Hopefully, I can make it to Kansas because I heard it was a very nice place. My name is Brandon, and I live in Fort Worth, Texas. Well, Texas, I've been to Austin, not Fort Worth, but High Tide. I thank you, sir. California, Central Coast, California, Alabama. I know I've seen a couple of videos that Bruzel has did some bourbon hunting in Alabama. So shout out to you. Yeah, I know where you at, B. Definitely know where you at, sir. 15 minutes out of North Carolina. Got you. Indiana. Got some family that lives in Indianapolis, so we are down there a lot, representing Kentucky for sure. We are in Indianapolis a lot. Matter of fact, I think we're going like in a couple of months. I was born in Austin back in 1981. Rutherford, Texas. Yes. Uncle Nearest. Yes. It's not open. It's not open. I bought this one last year also. It's not open, and I don't think I want to open it. I don't know what's going to go on with Uncle Nearest, and if I can find the owner or the representative, I forgot her name. When I go down to Uncle Nearest, I don't know if she's going to be there or not, but I would love for her to sign a bottle, and I would love for her to sign this bottle. Now, will that ever happen? Probably not, but I'm crossing my fingers to see if that can happen because I think it would be pretty cool, especially not knowing what's going to happen to Uncle Nearest. So I really don't want to open this one. Maybe I will one day. Man, yeah, that's a good choice. The Jack Daniels is hitting the spot. Even though it's a lower proof, it's definitely hitting the spot. So, anybody else has anything they want to suggest, throw out there, want to see anything anybody want to say before we end this live stream? Anybody. Let me know, let me know. Spillway, you going? Yeah, going to Spillway. Spillway is going to be April the 18th, and I think we are going to go down there the 17th and stay that Friday, Saturday, and come back Sunday. I'm excited. If you're going to be in Spillway, let me know. Please come by the table. Please come by and say hello. I would love to have a pour with you. I love to talk to you. And I just want to thank you in person. If you are a part of the Little Old Fashioned team, I would like to thank you in person. You know, it's not a bad bottle, Drew, especially if you can get it at a great price. Don't pay secondary for it. You have to get it close to MSRP as possible. Highest proof I ever had was probably 140, 140-ish. Favorite jazz musician. I don't really listen to jazz, to be honest with you. I'm an R&B guy. I'm an R&B guy. I'm an old school R&B guy. Not the new school, the old school R&B. You have a favorite? Old Forester. The 1924 is my favorite. I have the 1924 Old Foresters I have are my favorite Old Forester products. Yeah, and today is not the exception for sure. A little jazz and some old fashioned is not. Uh, you know, if you're talking about an old fashioned with some Anita Baker, a old fashioned with some Luther Vandross, you know, a old fashioned with um what is that troop, spread my wings, things like that. See, that's when you're talking about laid back. That's when you're talking about you in the zone. You in the zone then. I wish I knew who they were. I got Freddie from Freddie Root Beer to sign my Blanton's Gold bottle, Buffalo Trace Distillery when he was there. Okay. Hey, that's a good one. Good deal. Boys and men. Yeah. There you go, High Tide. You get it. You get it. Yeah, B, you got it, man. You got it. That's what I'm talking about. You see what I'm talking about, Traveling Hearts? You see? They know what I'm talking about. They know what I'm talking about. Awesome. Yeah, Journey. Journey is always on your playlist for sure. 1924 breaks the mold if they let you make that your first. Alpha, it's, man, that will probably take a lot of back channels for me to do a 1924 store pick. I mean, a pick. I would love to do a pick of 1924, but I don't think I've ever heard of anybody doing a pick of 1924. Drew, you take care, sir. We appreciate you stopping by. Oh, okay, the greatest jazz player ever. Ugh, sorry I didn't know him. Does allocated bourbon come in travel size bottles? No. No, I've never seen allocated bourbon come in travel size bottles. I've seen a small bottle of Blanton's before, but I don't consider that allocated anymore. Yep, yep. So we're going to get one more drink before we close out tonight, and I don't know what that's going to be. Uh, since we're talking about 1924, why not just do 1924? Straight from the barrel, not allocated. Straight from the barrel, not. Yeah. Night the Blanton straight from the barrel is allocated. I'm talking about like the regular Blantons, the regular Blantons that you can get anywhere at any store now. They have the smaller bottles. I don't think that's travel size anyway. I think they just have smaller bottles, but I don't think they are travel size. So we can scratch that. If this world was mine, man, you talking about Luther. You are talking about Luther. Do I prefer Elijah Craig Barrel Proof or Larceny? To be honest with you, I tried the Larceny just now. The Larceny C 529 was good. I don't remember tasting the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. I know I have it here, but I can't remember. I have to put two side by side to do that. Can't remember. Okay, this is great. Doesn't drink at 125.7 proof. Very easy. Didn't get the burn time to burn. Good deal. Good deal. Good deal. It's called a baby Blanton's. Yeah. I don't think that baby Blanton's is travel size. It may be a little bit bigger than travel size. The Russell's 13 was great. I'm looking for a Russell's 15, but the Russell's 13 is great. Yeah, I don't think Drew. I don't think that Russell. I don't think that Blanton is allocated anymore. Matter of fact, I know it's not allocated anymore down here because they have a lot of flow whiskey. When I'm talking about Blantons, They have Blantons on top of Blantons on top of Blantons, and the price is steadily dropping. No problem, Dark Green. No problem. No problem. So, Alpha Charlie Wilson, fantastic. Casey and JoJo, yep. Mary J. Hey, that R. Look, a lot of people I know R. Kelly is going through his thing. I know. R. Kelly is doing his thing. He's going through his thing. But I tell you, I've been to two R. Kelly concerts, and both of those were excellent. I don't care what you think about him personally, but his music is off the chain. It would never be anybody like R. Kelly anymore. Um, and the songs that he wrote for other people that you probably don't know about, he made them famous. He made himself famous, and his talent cannot go unnoticed. Oh, that's what I'm talking about, Jigs. Hey, get it. Ronald Isley. Hey, you can't go wrong with the Isley brothers either. But Jodeci back in the day when I was in high school and I was, trying to slow dance and stuff like that, Jodeci was it. When Jodeci came on, everybody went to the floor. Yeah, Jigs, exactly. See, Jigs, now you get it. Now you get it. And I couldn't really explain it to you over camera, but Jigs, you just tasted Blanton's Gold and you said this stuff tastes like water. Now, you understand where I'm getting at, because my thought was, and I actually said it seems like they watered it down way too much for the price for that Blanton's Gold. I don't know why it's that expensive, because the juice in the bottle is not worth the money. Now, again, it is one of those things that I would take to a meeting, because a lot of people haven't tried Blanton's Gold before. It is the allocated bottle. People want to try it, so it is a conversation piece. But other than that, it's not worth the price. It's not worth the price. But we are going to do the 1924 since we talked about it, and we are going to end it with the 1924. What you think about Knob Creek 9-year-old? Just picked up a bottle today. I like the Knob Creek 9-year-old. I do. I do not. I don't like a lot of Knob Creek, but the 9-year-old is good. Probably watered down because it's flooded by the distillery. Yeah, it looks good, but the taste in there, hey. But if you go into a business meeting and you don't want people to get drunk, and you want people to have a good, decent, low proof bottle, Blanton's Gold. Oh wow, I've been chasing Blantons for at least 4 years now. Dark green, the regular Blantons or the Blantons Gold or Blanton straight from the barrel. Um, I can't find Blanton straight from the barrel, and it's hard for me to find. It was hard to find a Blanton's Gold, but the regular Blantons is everywhere around here, everywhere. But we are going to end this out with the Old Forester 1924. I think the best bottle of Old Forester, even though it is 100 proof, it is very good. It is very good. It's a very balanced, well balanced, complete bottle of bourbon. What's my favorite 100 proof whiskey? You know, B, it's levels to it. It's levels to it, because entry bottle is going to be the Evan Williams bottle in the bun, 100 proof. I love that bottle. I'm always going to say that's one of my favorite bottles up under $20 when you talk about 100 proof. Then you have the early times, which I haven't tried the new early times yet. The old bottle early times is great. The old Granddad Bundit is one of my favorites too. But out of the three, it's going to be the Evan Williams bottle in the bun. Now, if you want to step it up a notch, I think the Old Forester 1924 is a very, very, very good bottle, and that's 100 proof. So the Henry McKenna for the price. I think the Henry McKenna is now like a $54, $55 bottle. 10-year-old, 100 proof, bottled in bond, very good bottle also. Is that this year's or last year's? I'm pretty sure. Let's see. I have two. I have a this year and a last year. I have well, let me see. I have a 25. My bad. My bad. I say this year's 2026. Oh, under 100 proof. Sorry about that. Under 100 proof will be, I am going to say, it's going to be the Woodford Reserve Double Oak. The Woodford Reserve Double Oak is going to be one of my favorite ones up under 90 proof because I just like the oakiness of that bottle. And I tend to chill out and make an old fashioned with that Woodford Reserve Double Oak. That's going to be my favorite one that I can think of right now that's up under 100 proof. Drew has the 1924 not open yet. Hey, open it, Drew. Is that E.H. Taylor worth the hunt? Which E.H. Taylor? The small batch, the single barrel, or the barrel proof? I'm not going to say the small batch is worth the hunt because you can find that small batch pretty much anywhere down here. Now, again, I don't know where you're from. If you can find a small batch for, I say, 60 to 65, $68, pick it up. Um, the small batch. Yeah, jigs, yeah, yeah. Yeah, if you're talking about 24, 25, yeah, I got it. Yeah. That yeah, 24, 25. When you said this year, I was thinking 2026. But yeah, 24, 25, I got those. Yeah. Mixers under $100. I haven't dived into mixers yet, so I can't really give my opinion about mixers because I haven't dived into Eagle 12-year-old. I forgot about that one, Mike. The Eagle 12, it is a good one. Well, the Eagle 10, sorry about that. I haven't tried the 12, but the Eagle 10, um, that is a very good bottle. I give that Eagle 10 out to people on their anniversaries and birthdays. To do dark green. Make this improve is what I meant. Got. I'm thinking you said mixers up under 100 proof is what I meant. Mixer 10-year under 100 proof is a banger. Got you. I don't have that bottle. Jigs, I'm a tend to agree with you. I don't think we gonna see that Eagle Real 12 until next year. Also here in Tennessee, you found a Eagle E.H. Taylor straight rye yesterday for $102 out the door. Army Bourbon, I definitely need to come your way. You have a few bottles that I want that you seem to get or hunt for at a very good price. Yeah, I kind of figured that autocorrect got you. I'm Chad, Chad, Chad. Thank you for stopping by. CT9999. Online can be a good friend. Yeah, for sure. Hard to find Igor 12 in stores. Yeah, but again, I'm going to be patient and I'm going to hunt for it because I am going to Kentucky. I might go to St. Louis. I know I'm going to Indianapolis. So those trips, I might find one. So I'm going to be patient instead of ordering it online. I'm going to be patient and hopefully I can get the bottle and the content both for a reasonable price. I just going to order my Eagle Rare for 179. All right, Jigs. Yeah, CT999, we appreciate you. We do appreciate you. I'm not a huge fan of the regular mixers. Maybe the other versions are better. Um, I have this mixers up here, this mixers rye, which I got that at a allocated bourbon drop, and I got it at a very good price. And I'm not going to say I'm disappointed, but it did not give me what I thought it would give me out of that bottle. So oh yeah, I add drops of water to my whiskey all the time. Yeah, uh, I tend to drop my water in my whiskeys all the time, just because I like to see the change in the flavor profile to see if it makes a difference or not. So I might not do it here, but when I'm off camera, I do it sometimes just to see the change that it would come make in the bourbon. And sometimes it does bring out some flavors. Sometimes if it's drinking a little bit too spicy or too hot for you, it would it would actually I'm gonna say calm down the hotness of it. So it brings a lot or it takes away some things. So a drop of water, I say try it one day. Try it one day. Get your bottle, get a dropper, put a drop of water in there, mix it up a little bit and see if it changes the flavor or the taste in your bourbon. It's worth a try. And that's how you can actually become better in tasting tasting different bottles, and you sort of get more flavors, and you can sort of write down what you think you taste and then put a drop of water in there and then do it over and over and over again. mm. Jerome says tonight, been going back and forth on that Russell's Reserve private barrel selection. Okay. And hard true sweet mash. Good deal. Mm-hmm. Trish says, hope you are doing well. We need to watch record it later, but we wanted to check in and say hello. Hey, Christopher, thank you. Thank you for checking in. Thank you for stopping by. We do appreciate your support. We always appreciate your support. Yeah, thank you. What's the cheapest you have seen the 1920? The cheapest I've seen the 1924 in my area. I think I got this 1924 for I think I got this one for under $100. For under $100. Yeah, I think I got it for under $100. Cheers, Tasha H. What's going on? Tasha H. Tasha H. Is that the Joseph Magnus cigar blend behind you? Yep. I can't forgot that much for. Is there a good alternative? Good question, Andrew. Good question. Andrew says, is there another alternative than the Joseph Magnus cigar blend? I'm going to say there is. And let me see, how many cigar blends did I have? We have a cigar batch, which is, where is that? This Starlight cigar batch wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, but it's not up there with the Joseph Magnus cigar blend. The Starlight is not bad. We have another one. Where's it at? This one right here, LeClaren, is not bad, but it does not stand up to the Joseph Magnus. But this is the cigar batch, and this is going to be 109 proof. I haven't really found anything that's really right there with the Joseph Magnus, in my opinion. But there are bottles out there that will get you close, but I still think that's going to be the best. No, the Penelope, never. The Penelope, this cigar sessions, tell me if I'm wrong. Please tell me if I'm wrong. When this bottle came out, everybody wanted this bottle. Everybody was talking hey, this Penelope cigar sessions, get it, get it, get it. And I picked up 2 bottles. Very disappointed by it. And you don't hear anybody saying anything else about this one. Do you even see it on the shelves? Nobody's saying anything. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody's drinking it. It's just not my cup of tea. Now, it might be your cup of tea because, hey, that's the beauty about bourbon. Everybody has a different palate. Now, you might like it, but it wasn't my cup of tea. Try it out yourself. Hey, don't take my word for it. Try it out yourself. How about the Penelope Rio? The Penelope Rio. Uh, this one right here. If you like sweet bourbon, sweet whiskey, this is for you. It's on the sweeter side. Now, it's not bad, it's on the sweeter side. You know, it's one of those things that I'm going to keep on my shelf just because I like for people to taste it and to see their reaction. And I like sweeter whiskeys. I'm gonna keep it on my shelf. This is not my favorite Penelope. My favorite Penelope is going to be the toasted, and then it's going to be the marshmallow toasted, and then it's going to be the Valencia barrel strength, the 10-year, 9-year. Those right there are fantastic. Yeah, be that Penelope cigar session. Yeah, I feel you. All right. Don't let bourbon views. Yup. It might be your take it with a grain of salt. Yeah. Alpha, I feel you. I feel you. You got to make your own opinion. Don't take my opinion. I'm not the king of bourbon around here. This is just my opinion. I always say, don't let me tell you what to buy and what not to buy. I'm just telling you my opinion here, and I suggest to you to try it yourself. Just because somebody tell me don't buy that bottle, it tastes like crap. I'm going to say, hey, me and you might have different taste palettes, so I'm going to try it myself. I like the sweeter. Yeah, I like the sweeter bourbons too, Tasha. Oh, elk in there. I haven't tried the old elk yet, but I've seen it. Haven't tried it. Yeah, Jigs, always try it yourself. Army bourbon, you can't go wrong with that. Fortuna equal tuna water. Santa Batch, and again, I'm glad you said that, Santa Batch. I'm glad you said that. Santa Batch said Fortuna equals tuna water. Um, oh, okay, that's a question. That's a question. That's a question. To me, that Fortuna, I have a bottle, and a lot of people are sleeping on that Fortuna. But that Fortuna, I don't know if it means tuna water, but it's a very good bottle. Very good bottle, Mr. Chad. Okay, I don't have that one, but some people say it tasted floral. Hopefully, it doesn't taste floral, and hopefully, it doesn't taste like medicine because I really do want to add that one to my shelf. But Santa, if it doesn't taste like tuna water. That for tuna is pretty good. Murray Hill, don't have one HD, but I'm definitely going to get one. King Jigs, I'm telling you, people are sleeping on that Fortuna. Pick one up. Pick one up. You would definitely like that one, in my opinion. Bourbon is all about your profile. Yep. Yeah. Definitely, Drew. Definitely. So this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. I am going to end this. We've been on here for at least 2 hours, and it's 9:10 here. So I am going to end this live stream. And please, before we go, please hit the like and subscribe button. Hey, go back and please hype the video. I'm trying to get as much people to watch my videos as possible. And YouTube is saying to me, one of the ways they are going to push my video out is people like subscribe, and hype. Another thing, we are going to start selling a little old fashioned, the Bourbon lifestyle t-shirts and hoodies. I'm not changing my logo. Don't get me wrong. I'm not changing my logo a little old fashioned because a little old fashioned is my brand. But we are going to start going into different directions, and a little old fashioned, the bourbon lifestyle is going to be one of those directions. When we put on t-shirts and sweatshirts that says the bourbon lifestyle, we are going to talk about uh, bottle shares. We're going to talk about what the bourbon lifestyle is supposed to be, in my opinion. We're going to go down that road. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So join me on that new venture here at A Little Old Fashioned. And we still do have my Patreon. If you want to get a newsletter, hit my Patreon up. My link is up there. We try to send a newsletter out every month. And if you have some merch, send me a picture through my website. We will definitely put you in that newsletter every month. And the last thing before we toast out is the Little Old Fashioned Guide to Bourbon and Whiskey that you can find on Amazon. And we have a word puzzle, word search book that you can find on Amazon. And we have the adult coloring book, which I think is fantastic. Why? Because no one has ever done that I know of. I'm the first one. So if you want something that no one has ever had, no one has ever done, check it out. It's on Amazon. Adult coloring book, Chad Hart. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna end this live stream out. I know, a shameless plug. I know, shameless plug. I know. Mike, take care. Yeah, be pioneer for sure. Hot Tide, yep, birthday. We toasted the Hot Tide birthday. Have a great evening. Y'all take care. So this is what we're gonna do. Hot Tide, I know we toasted to your birthday, but we're gonna do that again. Yep, G, they're available right now for sure. So, Hot Tide, we are going to toast out to your birthday and to everyone who has supported this channel a little old fashioned. This one is going to be for you too, because I could not and I would not want to do this without you. You have supported this channel. You have made my numbers go up. So don't think that I'm doing this by myself, because I can't do it by myself. And that's why I'm going to say thank you. So you all have a great weekend. Um, Hopefully y'all stay safe. Drink some bourbon, make some friends, share some bottles, and we will see you next time. Until then, I will see you on my next live stream. Cheers, you all. Let's go. Hmm. Man, that's good. Join us at 10 p.m. for the final four. Okay, so live from the patio. You coming on at 10 p.m.? 10 4. I would do that. Thank you for saying that, live from the patio, because if you did not post that, I probably would just logged off. But 10 o'clock, I sure will. All right. Take care, y'all. Peace.